A. Either God is consistent with logic or B. Not. On A, if he is consistent with logic, meaning, any statement that can be derived about his structure and operations does not violate logical laws, then he is restrained by logic and cannot do just anything that can potentially violate the law of excluded middle. Since logic is not identically God, presuming a God who is personal and not identical to nature, which would contain logic as derived component, God is contingent on logic as filter for his actions. Either logic is an intrinsic property of God, or externally inferred. If logic were an intrinsic, unique attribute of God, then humans capable of logic are in that ability on par with him. Then humans have a divine property, which contradicts the monotheistic God who is said to be unique in his capabilities. If logic were not God intrinsic, God would be dependent on an external mechanism, with something exerting an action on the being that exerts any action without being affectable by an action. Contradiction. On B, if he is inconsistent with logic, then every religious scripture that describes God and has a logical structure becomes inconsistent as logic does not match with him, because the law of excluded middle would be void and anything could be true or false about God, the scripture's semantics would be vacuous. Something logical cannot describe something illogical, that requires both to be logically consistent. Hence religion is ad absurdum. Furthermore, as reality cannot contain contradictions, lest there be incoherence and absolute, across all information available, arbitrariness that would follow from the principle of explosion, something logical and something illogical cannot coexist in reality. Hence the contradiction is to be discarded, hence the God who is inconsistent with logic, or, beyond, it is void. Conclusion. God is over.